I chant the verse, you please repeat. Om Sahana Vavatu
Om Sahana Vavatu
Sahanau Bhunaktu
Sahanau Bhunaktu
Saha Viryam Karavavahai
Sahaviryam Karavavahai
Tejasvinavadhitamastu
Tejasvinavadhitamastu
Ma Vidvishavahai
Ma Vidvishavahai
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti
Amanitvam Adambhitvam
Amanitvam Adambhitvam
Ahimsa Kshantirarjavam
Ahimsa Kshantirarjavam
Acharyopasanam Shaucham
Acharyopasanam Shaucham
Sthairyamatma Vinigraha
Sthairyamatma-vinigraha
Sthairyamatma Vinigraha
Sthairyamatma-vinigraha
Indriyartheshu Vairagyam
Indriyartheshu vairagyam
Anahankara evacha
Anahankara evacha
Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi Dukkha Doshanudarshanam
Janma mrityu jara vyadhi dukha doshanudarshanam
Asaktirana Vishwangaha
Asaktirana vishwangaha
Putradara Gruhadishu
Putradara gruhadishu
Nityam cha Samachittatvam
Nityam cha samachittatvam
Ishtanishtopapatishu
Ishtanishtopapatishu
Mai Chananya Yogena
Mayi chananya yogena
Bhaktiravyavicharini
Bhaktiravyavicharini
Viviktadesha Sevitvam
Viviktadesha-sevitvam
Aratirjana Samsadi
Avatirjana samsadi
Adhyatmajnana Nityatvam
Adhyatma-jnana-nityatvam
Tattvajnanartha Darshanam
Tattvajnanartha-darshanam
Etadjnanamiti Proktam
Etat-jnanamiti proktam
Ajnanam Yadatonyatha
Ajnanam yadatonyatha
Values. Amanitvam is the first value given by Bhagavana in 13th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavana is narrating means for knowledge. Etad jnanam iti proktam yat atah anyatha ajnanam. In fact, these are jnana sadhanam, but Bhagavana says it is jnanam. So only if you have these values, these characteristics or these qualifications, then you can get knowledge. If not, you cannot. That is how Bhagavana says this is jnanam. Amanitvam. Manitvam was pride. Manam means pride. Ma, to measure, is the root. Manam, measurement. Manitvam, to have measurement of self. Self is today, I know as this. I means this. This is I. So, necessarily I equal to this is not the right equation. But to me, at the moment, I means this much. If somebody touches here, I say, hey, don't touch me. If somebody touches here, I understand it is he is calling me. So to me, I means this body and mind and all these objects. And so to me, the measurement of I is this body, this upadhi, or body-mind complex, BMI complex, body-mind intellect complex, BMI. This is I. When I say I'm Vidwan, I'm a scholar, that means intellect is I. I'm happy or unhappy means mind is I. I'm fat, I'm lean, body is I. I'm Brahman also, body is I. Because Brahmanatva belongs to the body. It came from Brahman parents, mother and father. Therefore this body is Brahmin. So this is Brahmana. And so I call me as Brahman means I measure myself with this body. So Manam in Vedanta means measuring myself with those parameters which I am not. I am not body, and so parameters of the body are not my parameters. I am not body, so if the body is fat, I need not be fat. I need not equate myself as fat. I say I am fat. And the rule is, unless you impose dharmi, possessed of dharma, upon you, you cannot impose dharma means qualifications upon you. Suppose this thing is yellow. This is in my hand. Do I call myself as yellow? I don't. This is in my hand. This is yellow. I'm not yellow. I wear a sari. This is saffron. Do I call myself as saffron? I don't. But then, when my sari is very precious, in lakhs of rupees, I have purchased the sari, 5 lakhs of rupees. Is it for the sari that I purchase and wear? Or will it be me will be praised? Oh, so nice you look. Will people praise the sari? That is why I am wearing the sari. Or people will praise me, therefore I wear. I want to be praised. That is why I wear apparently the sari, clothes, honor, everything. So, if the sari is valuable, it's very good, very costly, or very expensive. Now, if sari is so good, how can it be that I call myself as very precious or very costly? Bharti, so I look very good, beautiful. Sari is beautiful. I say I'm beautiful. Here, beauty belongs to the cloth. And I say beauty belongs to me. It belongs to cloth. I say it belongs to me. Unless I superimpose sari upon me. I never say I'm sari. I only say I'm beautiful because the sari is beautiful. Sari is beautiful, so I say I'm beautiful. I never say I'm sari or I'm saffron. But when sari is beautiful, I say I'm beautiful, I look beautiful. It means unless inside there is an imposition that I am sari or sari is I cannot say that I'm beautiful because the sari is beautiful. There is dharmi adhyasa and dharma adhyasa. Dharmi is possessed of qualification. That is dharmi, possessor. Dharma is qualification. Beauty is the quality of this sari. I call myself as beautiful. It means somehow that equation has taken place in my mind that I am sari. I am my son. Son failed in the exam. I start weeping. Why? So I am son. That has happened inside. I do not know that. So this is a rule. Dharma adhyasa. Imposing qualifications or qualities of one thing on the other is always preceded by adhyas of dharmi. I call someone as this home is me. Therefore, if that is very good, I am very good. the specs. It's very good. I look good. Therefore, otherwise this shop is closed. It's just one specs class one needs. So I measure myself with these things. That is called Amanitvam in Vedanta. Measuring me with those things which I am not. Over and above. Here what is Amanitvam is, I have some characteristics. Maybe I am beautiful, I am a scholar, I am learned, I am well read, then I am very loving. These are the characteristics belonging to the Upadhi. I call them as a mind. That is first thing. This is real first Amanitvam in Vedanta. Over and above, I appreciate myself as a scholar. I want you also to appreciate me as a scholar. So in Vyavahara, what is Manam is, I want you to respect me for something that I have. I really have scholarship. I really have beauty. Really I have a loving nature. I am very sensitive. I am caring. Very much I care for everybody. So that is what I am. But I want you to make note of those things. I want you to let me know that you value those things. And so you value me. This is Amanitva. And we saw the other person may have a value for those things. He may not have. Even if he has a value, he may respect me. He may not respect. He also may want that I should respect him. I expect him to respect me. He expects me to respect him. And suppose he has something to get done by me. He may respect me. Oh, you are very good. You are very noble. Very generous. And then thing is over. He may not look at me. So that is Amanitvam. Next value is Adambhitvam. Dambha, as we know, is to pretend. Ostentatious, that's a word. Ostentatious. It's Dambhitvam. Ostentatious is Dambhi. So Dambhi is a person who claims achievements which he doesn't have, that are not his, or pretends to possess abilities which he does not possess. Mani and Dambhi both want to be respected by others. Mani also wants that people should make note of him. Dambhi also wants that if he comes, everybody should stand up and respect him. Dambhi also wants it. So demand from both the persons are same. They want to be respected. Mani is a person, he has a reason to be respected. He has some qualifications. Dambhi is a one, he doesn't even have those things. He is not a scholar and he wants to display that he is a scholar. He is not very beautiful, he wants to display that he is very beautiful. So, Dambha means pretense, and the Dambhi is one who claims achievements that are not his, or pretends to possess abilities which he does not have. So displaying wealth, knowledge, etc., everything, in a way that is meant to attract attention. But then, they used to wear these Bangadi bangles. And then glass bangles, it will make noise. In somebody's presence, fitness particularly, they just do like this. So that it makes noise. So everybody is attracted. Oh, she's coming. That was the idea. So attracting people. So behaving in a way that will attract people. For what I do not have, this is very important thing. I do not have and I want to be respected or paid attention to or to be admired. They should admire, oh, so beautiful you are. Or even people want to attract envy. People should be jealous of me. So beautiful I should be. Everybody, oh, she's so beautiful. Her hair is so long, like that. This is Dambha. It's called Dambha when I proclaim or advertise my glory for what is not there. When I design, suppose I wear a dress which generally very wealthy people wear. I don't have those things. So I dress up in a way as if I am a very wealthy person. In fact, I don't even have bank account, let alone money in the account. I don't have an account. When I go to people or some party or something, I dress up in such a way that everybody thinks, oh, she's something. He is something. He also does this. She also can do this. Both. Or when I don't have books or publications, and I want to make a show that I have so many publications. Even in thesis also, people, they used to say, thesis is ready, only data is to be filled up. Thesis is ready, so people must have been doing this. They just write, they copy from other theses and so many things they do. And data is to be somehow from there to manipulating and then fill up. So I don't deserve to be given a degree of PhD, and I want to make a show that I am a PhD. Number. So expression by way of bhasha, people speak such language. That way also they want to attract somebody. This is Adambhitvam. Now what causes Adambhitvam? Why do I want to do like this? See, in fact, nobody likes to compromise any value. Just left to the person. No person wants to compromise any value. Then you are left by yourself. You would like to wear simple clothes. When everybody goes, then you would like to remove his earrings and whatever you have been wearing extra. We like to remove those things. We like to be as simple as we can. We like to speak language which in village we used to speak. When other persons are there, we speak some polished, special language. When nobody is there, or our relatives and our people are there, then we speak different language. And we feel happy in that. We are very happy when we are left to ourselves and when we are free, when we feel free. We are free always. But when we feel free to be what we are, without imposing, without doing anything, whatever I am, I cannot sing. I don't sing. If I start singing, that donkeys and donkeys are run away. If I start singing, that is how I sing. But when nobody is there, I like to sing. No, it doesn't matter. Whatever it is, I like it. Whatever I like to do that. Suppose somebody likes to lick hand. When nobody is there, I like to do that. So, left to the person, he wants to be as simple, maximum simple that he can. Anything he does is to make a show for what he has or what he doesn't. So, why does he do this? First thing is, I want to love me. That's the affair. The real love affair is this. My love affair with myself. I want to love me. I want to prove to myself that I am also lovable. I am also lovable. So I find beauty somewhere. In fact, I thought I were beautiful. How nice it would be that I am beautiful. But I am not. So I find that person so beautiful. I love the person because I love beauty. I may be jealous also. I may envy also. But I may love also. And so many times boys and girls, they marry because the other person is beautiful. I am not beautiful. It will be balanced. I am not first in the university. The girl stands first in the university. Then the second number get married with this first number girl. So it's balanced. If he is proud, doesn't matter. Not I am, but at least my wife is first number. Rank holder, like that. So I want to love myself. Unfortunately, I can love myself as I am. See, I love myself as I am. And still, I think when I see somebody else a scholar, then it reminds me, oh, I'm not a scholar. And so I think where I a scholar, I would be more lovable to me. I think this must have been happening. When I see somebody beautiful, in fact, I want to love me, but when I see somebody else handsome or beautiful, I feel I'm not that handsome or beautiful. How nice would it have been if I also been so beautiful? Then it would be better, and I would love myself more. So how will it be that I'm beautiful? How can it happen? So understand what is happening is, I love myself, first thing, as I am. Then I see something else, which value related to this upadhi. Whatever qualification I love somewhere else is related to this. I love myself regardless of this. I love myself as what I am, black, like that, and in black, most black color, dark black color, if my skin has. I love me as I am. But so, my love to me doesn't depend upon what this body is or intellect is or mind is. Whatever this is, regardless of that, I love myself. It means I do not love myself because of this or because of the qualities of this. I love myself that I is different from this. I that I love is not this, because as it is I love. So I try to understand, I love myself, that myself is not this. When I see somebody else, that somebody else I evaluate based on this. And then I myself come to this. And I say, oh, he is beautiful, white colored. I am not white colored. What a pity. Why should I evaluate myself with this? But this is how it happens. When I see something somewhere, I didn't know there is a dental doctor here. I didn't know. Doctor, yes, MBBS. That is simple. Oh, this is dentist. MDS also. And that was a specialization. Then that reminds me of something that I do not have, which I need not. I didn't even evaluate myself based on that thing. But when I see somewhere else that thing, then that is something. We should find out how does it happen or why does it happen. Why do I evaluate myself based on something that you have and I don't have? But I do it. Then I feel inadequate or inferior. I need not even compare to yourself. You are you, I am fine. But I do. Then I evaluate myself. And then I say, I am inferior. I am not wretched. I am no good. I do not love myself. I do not accept myself for what just. This doesn't make sense. There is no reason why this should happen. But this is what is happening. I really love myself. I want to love myself. Just that is how mithya is. That is how inexplicable Anirvachaniyatvam is this. Anirvachaniyatvam, you cannot define this way or that way. Do I love myself? I do. But I do not love myself. I love myself, therefore I do not love myself. I do not love myself, therefore I love myself. So I as I am, capital I love it. Then somehow I impose I-ness on this. When the qualifications of that body I compare myself with, based on that I feel inadequate, and then I want to be adequate at this level. Through this I want to feel happy, to feel acceptable, to feel lovable. Oh, I am also lovable. I am also not bad. I also can remember mantras. So somebody chants Vedic mantra on Shivratri those days. It was very good. I also want to learn that. If I do not, I say don't worry. It's very difficult and it's not easy. Many people have tried, and we also have tried with many people, and we have failed, and they also have failed. But no, I want to learn. I am doing it anyway. I said Gita chanting also is difficult for you. Why do you want to do it? I want to do it. Because I heard those things going on in ashram at Shivratri day. That was very good. I want to learn. So you have it, I don't have. I want to learn. So I feel non-acceptable to me. I don't love me. See, I hesitate in saying because I love me. But this I, when as compared to you, I brand it as inadequate, and then I don't love me, huh? This branded as inadequate I is what I do not love. I as I am, I love very much. But I brand I am inadequate, I am inferior, then I do not love myself. So I want you to love me, to accept me, to respect me, so that I can feel I am also not bad. I am also lovable. You are a scholar and you speak to me. Oh, I think I am also not bad. I think you are greater scholar than me. Maybe you think I am greater. I think you are beautiful. White color is beauty, that's what they say. Then I have heard that in foreign countries, they go in sun and let their skin. What is that? Tanning. Tanning. They want to become brown. So what is beauty? But then I just impose upon myself and brand myself as inadequate. Then I want you to respect me so that I think I am also not bad. Okay, I am good. So through you, I want me to love me, to accept me, and that is how Adambhitvam comes, or pretension comes, or I make a show. I display myself in different ways. Dressing also is a display. Just as I display in the shops. Statues of women and men they put in clothes sometimes. Really we wonder that is it really a person standing here? So beautiful they look. Also realistic, if not beautiful, so realistic. So I also dress up myself every day. And I want to make a show. I'm not bad, I'm very good. Every day. Otherwise this is meant to cover the body. Any cloth can cover the body. But no, so many of them, and then different designs and different colors and different varieties of cloth, also different varieties, and stitch, everything different. Why? To display myself so that I'm respected, accepted, and people say, oh, you look very good. For me to look very good. This is Nonpretentiousness. Now what is wrong in Adambhitvam? Is there something wrong? Suppose I do Damba, I pretend I'm a great scholar, I'm a very wealthy person. What's the problem with that? Is there any problem? Yes, what? Pain. What she says is, I demand respect from others for what I do not have. I do not have. Amanitvam was demanding respect for what I have. Here, I do not have some qualification, and for that I want to be respected. Now you may not respect me. I feel bad about you also and about me also. Sometimes we try to stay away from certain people. Why? They remind us of our inadequacy. I would like to go to all the students or all the people who are less informed than me, where I can go and stand. You know, I'm a scholar. Now some other scholar comes who is more learned than me, why I will get away? Because then I have to feel low about myself. So if you do not respect me, I feel bad about you and about me also. This is one thing. Another thing, what is wrong in having Adambhitvam? If at all. What should I-
what I am and because I don't want to be myself.
Very good. So what she says is, we get tired of those things, imposing. And what he says is, that there is a conflict. What was that conflict? Self I impose I. Self I knows what I am, and imposed I is what I am not. And I want to be making a show like this. Very good. Another thing, in Adambhitvam what happens is, you ask me what is my salary, I said 50,000. You ask me, I said 70,000. You, I said 90,000. And then my wife comes from inside. And she knows it's 15,000 hardly. And as she comes, I have to stop. I have to remember, to you 50, to you 70, to you 90. So, it doesn't go long because I have to have a long memory. And remember, and no two people should get together. So you should not talk to her and he should not talk to you. If you two go and get together, then I'm afraid. If they are asking about salary, and they'll say, what is this person? What shall you do? So Dambha, it creates a conflict in this way also. It requires a long memory. Where was you? I had gone to PM. He invited me for some advice he wanted to take from me. Oh, and then my wife comes. Then she says, where were you? You went to our uncle's house. What happened to that now? How is his health? So, I am always in a fix. So, Dambha, I have to be alert and have a long memory. It creates a conflict in me, split in me. If this is what we understand, it's a very good. A split personality, a conflict, there is two in me, or more than two, many. So Ravana doesn't mean he had 10 heads. He may or 5, we do not know. But here 10 heads are this. One head says, I want to go. So one eye wants to do this. Other eye wants to do this. Third eye wants to do this. Ravana was Brahmin. And he was a great scholar. Great scholar. So one eye in him must have been saying, I'm Brahmin. I shouldn't do this. Second must have been saying, I'm a scholar, let us go and chant Vedic mantras. Third, let us go and do puja. And then fourth says, let us go and get Sita. 5 says, let us go and fight with Rama. So maybe all heads are different eyes. Every time having split and conflict between 10. And think of the situation, what happens in me. This Shivratri, I want to stay for this Kirtana. Should I stay or not? No, I want to go home. But no, I want to stay. I want to go home. No, I want to stay. Suppose, and this is not going to make much difference. I want to take a job from the exam. I want to select a boy or girl for me. I want to marry. And then how is this? Is it good or not? What will happen? He's a good boy. They say he's good. But we don't know about his family. The family also is good. But then he is in America. We do not know what he is doing there. He always says they are good. And I have heard a lot of other people when they marry here and then they be having gone there, they give divorce and they even do not know us, then we do not have money to come back. What will happen? What should I do? That is Hamlet, nahin? Do you know Hamlet? Shakespeare. To be or not to be. So, whether I should do this or that. And I think both are right. And I think both are a risk. What should I do? So, this kind of spirit in myself. Anyway, this does happen. Even without Adambhitvam, the split can happen. And I have two minds. This way or that way. But this two mind is different. That is, I am thinking of this, what should I do, whether this is right or not. I can go and get advice, what is right, and then I have some measures. Based on those, I can say, give marks. If this has this qualification, this samskara from this family, this, okay, fine. But here, there is no reason for conflict, and I create. Their situation is there, and I have to decide. Here, I pose myself as what I am not, and then I have to face a situation where somebody knows what I am not, and I am imposing, or I am pretending. So this requires me to be alert and to have a long memory. And this mind that is committed to Dambha, it can never be committed to any achievement or study, any study. As a Vedanta, much less, but any study. Because that mind is wedded to falsehood, non-acceptance of the self. That mind is wedded to non-acceptance of the self. So my mind is always telling lie, not accepting the self. Now inside, when I want to study, I take my book and start reading. Inside that habit of falsehood, or lying with me, or not accepting me, will always make me think, will I be able to study? So self, non-appointment or disappointment. I am not available to make appointment with myself. I do not know. I fix alarm, 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. And as it rings, I stop it. Go to sleep. Again it rings. Go to sleep. Then I'm always afraid. Will you come tomorrow at 5 o'clock, evening, 5 p.m.? I try. What try? You have to come. I do not know. Many times it has happened that I make a commitment. I am not able to fulfill. So now I do not make commitments. I am not able to fulfill my commitments. That's what happens. So I am always afraid or I fear from the commitments. So a mind or a personality which is committed to falsehood, it cannot commit itself to any achievement or any quietude of mind. Peace of mind is not there. And so our study or whatever will be affected by that. And not only study, etc., it can't be happy as well. As you said, spirit means you can't be happy. Then we feel very bad about ourselves. What a kind of life I am living. There's no to pretend. I cannot be on myself what I am. That is, as you said, it may happen. And generally it should happen. It doesn't happen in people because they are used to those things and they have stoned themselves. So they keep doing Dambha and pretending themselves. But a sincere person, or if a little bit honesty or something is left inside, it will remind him of his limitation, and then he will think, whatever I am fine. If I am this, okay, I am this. And if you don't accept yourself as you are, you will not be able to improve upon yourself. I know this much Sanskrit, I know more than this, I do not know. I accept it. I know this. Then if you are knowing more, then I will like to learn from you. But if I keep on pretending I know very much, I am very great scholar, then I will not learn. I will not accept to myself. And so I will not be able to learn or get my education or anything more. So how to be free from this pretension? What's the way to get rid of this business? So it is to know that Dambha is not going to give me anything. Let me accept me for what I am. In world, everybody is what he or she is. Nobody is perfect in anything. And that what happens is whatever other person has is very good. What I have is not good. I am a doctor nobody should become. People should become an advocate. As an advocate, ask him, what do you want? Advocate is no good. One should become an engineer. engineer you go? Then he says, no, this is not good. So, grass is greener yonder. Here I find that is better, that is better, that is better. Wherever I go, whatever I do, what I do not have, I think that is a very, very great thing. I should have that. When I become that, then I will look there. When I become that, I will look there. That is what mind is. So somewhere, if I do not stop and do not accept for what it is, I will never be happy. Then why not accept me for what I am at this moment? Okay, I accept. This is what I have. If I want to have something more, I will try for that. I have this much money, I want some more money, I will work harder. And still if it doesn't come, well, that is not I wish. That also we have to accept. Or my karma pada. Right now I met one person, some person in the society. He met me here. I didn't even recognize the person. And he says, he called me. Just I went for a walk and I was coming back. He said, I'm so and so. Oh. He said, I had tongue cancer. For 2-3 years I suffered from that, and I think 78 radiations he took, one here, one here, one here, one here, and some 4 or something. It was terrible. But it is my karma. So I was a chain smoker, he says. My father and so many people advised me to give up. I didn't do it. So I suffered. But anyway, I have stopped it. And that's what he says. He's free from cancer now. I don't know whether it is or not. That's what he said. So if I have something or not, it is my karma phala. I need not complain about what I have or I do not have. I accept the situation as it is, me as I am, my parents, whatever surrounding as it is. Now what can you do with that? If you want to change it, try. If you think this should be better, this is no good, this should be changed. People go for plastic surgery. That also is dhamma, no? Plastic surgery. This looks something this way or that way. What happens to us? So much they do. Even the whole body they can change. No? So many things. Even lips. I read somewhere. The lady, she got cut lips and then again it's making small and everything is number. I accept myself for what I am. If I love myself and I accept myself, there is nobody in the world that can make me feel unacceptable or not lovable. If I love myself, I accept myself. So this is the first thing I should understand and know. I should try. Maybe it is not so easy. But let me be happy for what I am. Let me accept me for what I am. Let me love myself for what I am. If I love myself, I will love everybody else also. If I am fine and happy, I'll be happy with others. And then they'll praise me. Even if I'm not very beautiful, they will like me. Because I love everybody. So let us know, and then we can get rid of this Adambhitvam. And when we know futile, how futile it is. It's not paying. It's very temporary. Even if people respect you because you want. When we were studying in PhD, there was one teacher, and he had been the head of the department. He was a man of such. He was not a very good person, but well. So every month we used to get that fellowship. I think checks were coming, and we were supposed to teach MSc students. I think taking some classes. And that head of the department, every month he will circulate a circular that I will do this much, I will teach this, I will do this, like that. So one of our colleagues used to say, "Koi baat nahi, kutte ko roti de do." Not very good thing, but he says, "Koi baat nahi, kutte ko roti de do." He wants to sign this paper, let us sign. He wants to do this, let us do this. Means he used to harass. He is such a thing that always it is very difficult to get through. But so koi baat nahi, kutte ko roti de do. So suppose you are not something and you want to pretend, you want to demand, people will say, koi baat nahi, kutte ko roti de do. Then once, twice, thrice. Only as long as you are in a position and they have to get their things done by you. Then once he gets out of this institution or situation, then is he going to respect you? And will you feel happy? So let us know it's of no use. That is what is of threat. That is what Adambhitvam is. Questions? We want you to participate. Krishna is what they have nothing.
Mataji told us that initially we like ourselves as we are, we accept ourselves as we are happy with it. But then we see others and then try to impose those qualities from them and want those qualities to be in us. And why it is like that?
Why do we do that? Yes, you are right. Why do we do that? That is Anirvachaniya message. Anirvachaniya is inexplicable. We do not know why that happens, and there is no reason why it should happen. There is no reason. But it happens. We have to find it out. This is happening. See, I was happy. Let us make note of this thing. I was happy. I was fine. I was within these people, and I thought I was very good. And then somebody came, and he knows this much. Oh, but now not he speaks and speaks English. So many things he does. And then I think, oh, I do not know. Maybe people start respecting the person. They were learning from me, and they thought I am something. When the other person comes, everybody goes to him. They don't come to me. So I think I am no good, and he is good. Maybe that makes me feel that I am low. Non-acceptance is fundamental non-acceptance. That is Jivatva. This is Jivatva. I am as I am. I am what I am. Brahman, Purna I am. In Vedanta now. So Purna, Brahma, Sat, that is what I am. Ananda I am. But for whatever reason, I just impose myself. This is one of the things that I compare and I impose. If that doesn't happen, I find out something else. But I will do it. If this is not there, Jivatvam is not there. Then I am Purna. I am Brahma. So Brahma or Purna or Self or Ananda, I am as I am, where I am, when I am, however I am that. I am Purna, I am fine, I am Brahman. But for one reason or the other, this is what we find. The sun is shining. Sun can never go to borrow light. It can never go. But we see, suppose, if sun goes to somebody, give me some light. Give me some heat. Now we see this thing. We cannot say it cannot happen because we see this thing. So also Brahman I am, Purna I am, and still I demand for respect, for Ananda, for Sukha. Give me some tea and I will be happy. See, the headache is there, so I want tea, that is different thing. It is useful. But not for use. For me to be happy, to be acceptable. I also feel myself that I am not bad. Because otherwise if you don't give me tea, I think I am so wretched, he doesn't even offer tea to me. So I want to feel acceptable, that is why I want tea from you. This thing, why does it happen? That is Anirvachaniya. That is Maya in Vedanta. Ignorance in Vedanta. So if the superimposition is not there, then I am inadequate. No problem. I am Jnani. The difference between Jnani and Ajnani is this. He doesn't superimpose inadequacy upon himself. The inadequacy arising from different sources. I saw this. So why I feel inadequate? That reasons can be anything. That I feel inadequate is the fundamental problem. And why it is there, we find it. Because we find it, we cannot say it is not. That is tarka or logic. In logic now, suppose a person is lame, he cannot walk. And I saw yesterday I went outside somewhere, maybe Bhimpur I went, I saw him there. And in jungle somewhere I saw the person who was unable to walk and there was nobody around to bring him here. So there is no way that I can see him this morning, the person. But I see him here. Can I disprove him? He is not here when I say that. I do not find any way or means for him to reach this place during the night. I saw him last night, right by morning. When I am here by car, he also is here. How can it come? He can. So, nahi drushte anupannam nama, that is a rule. Drushta means what is seen, you cannot disprove it. What you see with your eyes, you cannot disprove it with logic. So also, Brahman demanding for happiness is illogical. But this is happening. This illogical it is. But that is why Bhashyakar Bhagwan Shankaracharya Maharaj, he coined this term, adhyasa or superimposition. This is fundamental thing. Why Brahman thinks he is, or it is Brahman Napumsaksha. So while Brahman of all demands Ananda or anything, whatever he demands to yours, it is for Ananda. It is acceptable. How can it happen? We do not know. Tathapi, Bhashyakar Maharaj, he commences his Brahma Sutra Bhashya with this Yashmad Asmat Pratyaya Gocharyoho Vishay Vishana, like that means you and I can never be one. Maybe I can say that Soham, that I may say. But you, I can never say. You, I can never say. But I know it, this is you and this is I. I superimpose qualifications of this on me. So it can never happen. He says, Tamah Prakasha Viruddha Sabhavayoho. One is Andhakara, so darkness, one is light. They can never become one. Light can never think that it is darkness. Darkness can never think it is light. But Tathapi. Even then this has happened. Naisargakayam loka vyavaharaha. This has been happening from time to time. So why it is there? It is there. We have to get out of this. That is our job. Next we get to this Maya. Very good. This will make us think that also we know some Vedanta. Good. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Harihi Om.
Harihi Om.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.
Harihi Om.